It's Logic Over Emotion coming at you with another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about Kanye West and his first rally since he declared that he was running for president. This rally was held in South Carolina. It was a very interesting rally, at least the piece that I saw. So we're going to be discussing that in this video. So let's get into it. Alright guys, just want to take a second to remind you, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe on this video. This is an interesting video and I definitely want to get this out there and get some opinions of people, so make sure to leave a like, I'd really appreciate it. Alright, let's get started. So Kanye West held his first rally, his first official rally in South Carolina. It was an interesting rally, but before we get to the rally, I want to talk about the comments that I saw in the video. The clip that someone had taken, it was roughly 7 minutes or so, and I want to address the comments because they were interesting and they quickly let me know the response that we could actually see in response to Kanye West and him running for the presidency. So now in the comments, what I noticed was there was a lot of talking points that CNN kind of used to throw out there when Kanye first got into the news. Remember when he first came out and said he was going to support Donald Trump, said that we should give him a chance, and he went to visit him at the White House, and everyone was saying, oh, this guy has a mental illness, he needs to be on his meds, he needs to do this. And in the comments, it was a lot of that same stuff. Oh, he's off his meds, someone get the straitjacket. Very few of the comments that I went through actually talked about any of the content in his rally, the message that he was trying to send. And so he may as well already get ready for that. There's going to be a lot of people on the left playing their little identity game who are going to just be repeating the nonsense that CNN put out, and that's going to be really interesting. But to get to the actual video, man, optically, it just wasn't great. And what I mean was what he chose to talk about at the rally, it just wasn't that good of an idea because it was too divisive right off the bat. Now, if you're running for presidency, the last thing that you want to do, at least in my opinion, is start off by alienating a very vast portion of the population. And so I know the one piece that I kind of came in on, he was talking about abortion and how him and Kim had come to the conclusion to keep the baby, but it's just the idea that they even thought about abortion. Now, I think that's really going to hurt him. I think it's really going to hurt him. See, he's facing this situation where the left doesn't like him because he's black and he's thinking for himself. And then he just released something that says, hey, yeah, I almost had an abortion. I'm sure some conservatives are going to have a problem with that. But what made me scratch my head was when he was talking about how Kim called him and said that she was pregnant. But when she called and she was crying, he was sitting there saying, oh man, I hope I didn't give her AIDS, because he was out there living the rapper lifestyle. Now look, presidential campaign, I don't think that's the way you need to start it. A lot of this stuff I don't think you need to mention. I think you can get across your support of being pro-life without having to tell that personal story that puts you in a place and it gives people weapons to use against you. I just don't think that was very smart. Now, I do think Kanye is a good businessman. I think anyone who has any type of talent, who amass a certain amount of wealth, and then they use that wealth to invest and to grow into different things and, brands and all this, I think you do have to have some level of business understanding. But I think the part where he really lacks is how people take in information and process it. And that's what he's missing here. So I think that he kind of missed the mark with this one. Now, from an emotional standpoint, it was very touching. I mean, because he was talking about how his dad wanted to abort him and his mom said, no, she's not going to do that. And, he got all teary-eyed. He was crying on the stage. It was actually very touching. However, that's not what's going to win the election for him. And so I would say for Kanye West, his upcoming rallies need to be more about situations that people can relate to and less subjects of sensitivity. because I really think it's hard to navigate that in a way where you're not going to constantly be facing issues from the left and the right. And so he kind of pivoted himself in a way where he could have issues from both sides. Now, that being said, this will be interesting because I do wonder how much of the left he can get to vote for him, considering that he's conservative and at one point in time he supported Donald Trump. So in my opinion, he's already alienated a lot of that side. The conservative side, I just don't see him getting many votes. I think the conservatives are going to stick with Donald Trump. He's been a very good president. We have nothing to be upset about. If something's not broke, we may as well just not fix it, right? And so I think Donald Trump is going to get a lot of the conservative votes again this year. And it makes me wonder, who does that really leave Kanye with? So he's going to have to work really hard to sway the on-the-fence voters and anyone who's an independent. And again, that's going to be a challenge because the independent voters really could go either way. And it could be something as simple as this rally that he just did that could turn them off, or that could spark interest and cause them to vote for him. So he's a very interesting place. But just look it up on YouTube. There were too many clips. I'm not actually going to link one, but just take a look at it for yourself and see if you think that was a good route that he went with what he chose to talk about. I think he could have came out swinging much harder. Now, keep in mind that I didn't catch the whole thing. So a lot of what I'm saying could be very much the case. And if so, let me know in the comment section below if I'm just wrong. But, you know, he could have came out talking about the economy, COVID, all of the stuff that is pressing right now. He didn't have to come out trying to knock a grand slam talking about abortion. That is a fight that you literally can only win half the time. You only can win that half the time because of how split people are over it. And so he should have came out with something like the economy, something like COVID, something he could get behind, because I feel like at least he could have pivoted himself in a way that would have been beneficial to all sides. But something like abortion, you just cannot do that with. And so I think hopefully he gets the feedback from whoever he has helping him managing his campaign. But let me know, because I could be wrong. Do you guys think that was appropriate for a first campaign after announcing that you're running for presidency? Do you think something like that is going to hurt his campaign? And do you think where he's pivoted between the left and the right, do you think that he even has an opportunity to really amass any votes to be a candidate that could actually challenge Joe Biden or Donald Trump when it comes to accruing votes? Let me know in the comment section below. But that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. All right, you guys have a good one.